Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, we've got a Facebook question that we've been, I don't know if we could necessarily say been holding on to, but perfect opportunity to get this quick answer in when we can. Go ahead and show that question for everyone. This is from Jack. When trolling 360 flashers, do you want a shorter or longer bumper when trolling faster? Now, there's a number of ways that you could really answer that question. Specifically, though, he's asking about trolling faster. Okay, it all falls down, Jack, to what you're actually trying to get your baits to do behind that 360. So we're going to get a shot with that Kershaw Tech Cam. What I've got here is the Evolution flasher, and I've got an 18-inch titanium bumper from Simon. That's all I fish with. You can't break them. You can't tie them into knots. I mean, it's just my favorite way to go after it. They're just, don't lose them, Sean. Anyway, long story there. But to answer that question specifically, if you're going to be going faster and you want to get a super quick whip going on, if the shorter, maybe that's the best way to answer the question. No matter what your speed is, Jack, the length of that bumper is going to determine how fast that flasher rotates. Okay? So if you've got an 18-inch bumper like this one, it's going to cause that flasher to spin quicker. The longer the bumper, the slower the flasher is going to rotate, okay? The last year or two, definitely this year, a little bit last year, I actually kind of went to only a 24-inch bumper. I was kind of messing around a little bit with 20 and 24, and that was for springers, summers, anytime that I was doing any trolling, but kind of settled on, and it's not a real settle, it's really, I would say 24-inch bumper is probably the most common. And the reason why I would say that is because it makes it very, very user-friendly, right? You can change things up. You can speed up that rotation by just speeding up the boat, or you can slow everything down and get a longer, slower rotation. Now, it's going to be the fish that tell you that. If you want to go slower as far as boat speed, you can actually just go to a shorter bumper, get a faster rotation, but in essence, still going relatively slow, okay? So if you're going to speed up and you want to just troll past everybody else, which there are some folks that like to fish that way, where you're going to actually troll faster, you'll be passing other boats as you're trolling along with your 360s. You know, you'll ultimately either be dumping more line or adding heavier lead, but you can actually change that rotation up by that length, okay? I don't know if that necessarily answers your question specifically, but if I were going to troll fast, I'd probably have that 24-inch bumper, and I would be able to get a quick rotation with that longer bumper. And if I want to slow it down, slow the boat down, that'll also slow that rotation down. But good rule of thumb, the shorter the bumper is, the faster that the rotation of the flasher is going to be. The longer that bumper is, the slower it's going to be, no matter what your boat speed is. So, Jack, I hope that helps you out. We only got a couple days left to use those on the Columbia. That could change. We'll see. Maybe even Cameron has a little insight on that. When we come back from this break, we're going to be talking with Cameron Black from Gone Catching Guide Service, but there is a ton of opportunities up and down the coast and in tributaries, tidewaters, throughout the rest of 2025 to utilize those 360s. We'll be back with Cameron Black from Gone Catching Guide Service in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective. And by North American Metals Incorporated, first choice for all your metal roofing and siding needs.